Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name, as always, I'm Hindo Samuel, and today we are going to the other side of accounting, and we are going to learn in a program called QuickBooks, which is an accounting software, and it's being used in very many organizations and institutions. So we will launch our program, our software. So the version we are using is QuickBooks Pro 2016. However, there are other versions like the latest one, the 2022 version, and many other, but most of the features are the same. So the version we are using is QuickBooks Pro 2016. So we are going to launch our program. Just right click on it on the desktop here as you are seeing it, or you can come on the start button. But the fact that we are having the icon already on the desktop, just right click on that icon, then you open it. Then you will wait for it to open. As it has opened, then it is having here three options. It is having the option of create a new company, the option of creating or open or restore an existing company. Then the other option is open a sample file. So if you are creating a new company, you come and select the option of create a new company. But if you are restoring an existing company, for example, you have been using the program on your computer and unfortunately your computer got a problem and then it crashed, and you are already having a backup on either a hard drive or any other storage device, so you can restore that file using this option of opening or restore an existing company. Then you will restore back your company. Then the other option is open a sample file, so you can open a sample file from this option. So for our case, we are going to create a new company. So we are going to look at the procedure that we pass through when we are creating a new company file in QuickBooks. So we shall click on create a new company. We wait for it to load. After loading, it will bring two options here. We have start setup here, then we have other options here. For other versions, it may bring something like express setup here, then it will bring also detailed setup this side. So for this version, we are going to select the other option, is where we get now the detailed setup. So we click on the option of other options here. So when you click there, they will bring a drop down list. In that list, we come and select advanced setup. Then it will bring a page where we are required to enter the company details. So this is the place or the page where you enter the details of your company. So for example, we are going to create a company in a setup of a school. For example, we can call it PPP. Let us type it in capital letter. PPP SS, which is our company name. Then we come here on the legal name, we again put there the same name, PPP SS. That is our school. Then for the tax ID, you come and put here. If the company is already having the tax ID, you insert it here. But for our case, we will just ignore it and leave it. Then street address, here you enter where the organization or the company is located, the street address. Let us assume ours is on Mukirania Street. Mukirania Street. And then the city, for our case, since we are in Kasese, we can put there Kasese. And then state, if your business is operating maybe in USA, obviously you will come and select the state where that business is operating. But for our case, since we are in Uganda, we shall just leave this side of the state and the zip code. Also the country, come and select here the country where our business is operating. Then when you come on this list of countries here, you will see that our country like Uganda is not there. So if your country is not among these list of countries that are specified here, you just come and select the option of other. Then you come down here, you enter the telephone number. If you are having a telephone number, you put it there. After you come to fax number, if the company is already having the fax number, you also put it there. You come to the email address, you also put it there. The email address. We enter the email address. That is our email address, samuel0@gmail.com. Then if the organization or the company is having a website, you also put it there. For our case, we shall just leave it. We click on next. So we come to this page, they'll bring us to this page. This is the page where you select the type of industry under which your organization is specified. For example, we have here advertising or public relation, we have accounting or bookkeeping, have agriculture, ranching or farming, have art, writing or photography, we have auto sale, all these options. So you come and select where your business or your organization lies. We have rental, we have medical, we have non-profit organization, we have professional consulting, we have manufacturing. All these setup are here. We have lodge, hotel or motel, we have repair. All of those are here. If you're having a bar, you select it under that sector of bar like that. And if your organization is not specified among these type of industry here, then just come and select the general option, which is accounting or bookkeeping. So for example, our case, we said our setup will be a school, and the school is not specified among these options that are down here. So we shall go and select accounting or bookkeeping. Then after we click next. Then here they are asking, how is your company organized? So here you have to specify how your company is organized. Is it a sole proprietorship? Is it a partnership? Is it a corporation? Is it a non-organization? Or is it among others? So if yours is not specified here, then you come and select others. So for our side, we shall just come and select others. But if yours is a sole proprietorship or a partnership, you can specify. But if it's not specified among this one, then you can just select others. Then we continue here to next. Then here you have to specify the month when you are supposed to begin your fiscal year. So if your fiscal year begins in January, then you will come and select here January. If your fiscal year begins in July, you come and select July. Mostly for those organizations that are under government, most of the financial year begins in July. So you specify the month where you want to begin your fiscal year. Then for ours, we shall just select January. Continue. When we reach here is where we enter the password that we will be using when you are opening the system. So for our case, we shall just put a simple password. Here we come and type it down here. So you have to put there a password that you will be able to remember, not putting there a password that is very hard to recall. Then after entering that vault or password, you come and click next. Then here we are going now to specify where we are going to save our company file. Then after, we just come and click on the next button. Then we are going to specify now where we are going to save our company file. So we can just come in our computer here. We come to local disk F here. Then if you are already having the folder that is created, you can just open it and save. But the fact that ours is not there, we can create it here. You can create it either using this create new folder icon, or just right click here, then you select new, you come and select folder, then you rename it. You can still rename it in the name of our company. This is PPP in capital letter. This is PPPSS. Then after we come and open it, after opening it, then you come and click on save. So you have to wait for the software as it is saving your company file. So in this program, we are going to learn how to set up the company file, how to enter accounts or ledger, how to create customers, how to create vendors, how to create items, and many other transactions as we are going to see it. So mostly for the accountancy, you have to sit down and relax, and if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, just do it and hit that notification bell such that anytime we publish a new tutorial, you are notified. So we wait for it to save our company file. It takes a little bit long, but we just be patient with that one. So wait for it to save the company. It is saving our company file. It takes a while. We'll just wait as it is saving. It has to count up to 100%. So our file is already saved. We continue with the procedure. Click next. So here they are asking, what do you sell? So here you have to specify what you will be selling in your organization or in your business or any company that you are creating. So for ours, we said it is an education institution, and the only thing that we sell is a service. So you come and select service. But you never know, one day you may put in place a business that sells inventory. So it's better to always select both products and services, such that in case you come and start selling products, then you will also be in line with that. So we just come and select both products and services, so that we'll be selling services when we come across an item and we create a business sector that deals in inventory, then we can also accommodate it because it will already be in our perimeter. Then after selecting that option, we will continue here the next. Here they are asking, do you charge sales tax? Yes or no? So it depends, but that one is a legal, it is a legal fee, you have to pay it. So you have to select yes for selling or charging sales tax. You click next here. They're asking, do you want to create estimates in QuickBooks? So if you want to select or to always use estimates in QuickBooks, you select yes. And if you don't want to use estimates, you select no. So for them, they are recommending for a no. So we will also leave there that option of no. But if you want to use estimates, you can as well select yes. For our case, we are going to leave it on no. We continue here. They are asking using statements in QuickBooks. Do you want to always use statements in QuickBooks? For example, billing statements. That one is very obvious because statements in QuickBooks are very useful and necessary. That's why they are also recommending it here. Then you select yes, you continue. They are asking using invoices in QuickBooks. When you talk of giving invoices, that's where you can be able to sell products or services on credit. So if you have that provision of selling services or products on service or on credit, then you select yes. But if you don't have that provision of selling on credit, you can select no. So for our case, we are going to select yes. Continue. They're asking using progressive invoicing. Do you want to use a progressive invoicing in QuickBooks? So you can select either yes or no. For them, they are recommending no here. So we also select no. We continue. Managing bill you owe. Do you want to keep tracking the bills then you can select either yes or no, but it's always better to track your bill. So we shall also select yes and continue. Tracking inventory in QuickBooks. So do you want the system to always track your stock? So that one is very better. For our case, we shall just select yes. We continue. Then here they are asking, after clicking next here, they're asking tracking time in inventory. Do you want the system to always track time? So that is very necessary because you cannot make a transaction without putting there the date and time. So it is always better to track time. So we select yes and continue. They're asking, do you have employees? So if you have employees, you select yes. If you don't have employees, you select no. So for our case, we are going to select yes. And then you specify you have contractors or W2 employees. For us, we can just select contractors. Then after you click next, then they are asking you, do you want to always use accounts in QuickBooks? That one is obvious. You cannot use QuickBooks without account. That's why they are not even putting there any option of yes or no. So you just come and select next. Select the date to start tracking your finances. So you have to specify the date when you want to start tracking your transactions. So for us, we are going to select 1st January 2022. 1st January 2022 as our day of starting tracking our finance. Then after you select yes. Here we have review income and expenditure recommended accounts. So if you want, you can untick them, and if you don't want, you can just leave them the way they are. So for us, we will just leave them here. Just click next. So our setup is done. They have even congratulated us here. So we just click on go to setup, and then we start the real activity. So here we just continue, and then you will see our system trying to organize itself. Then here we have get all details into QuickBooks. So we can just start working here. Then we enter our transaction and account. So once you have created your company and you are done with creating your company, you should see something like this one here. So we have on top here the title bar, which is holding the title of the company. We have the menu bar, they are here, or you can call them the tabs. Then we have also the shortcut bar, which is here. This shortcut bar is always holding the shortcuts of this main bar. So if you want, you can move it from this side, you put it on top here. For example, when you come on view here and click on top icon bar, so you'll see them coming on top here. And if you want, you can still leave them where they are on this left hand side, but it's always better for me. I always prefer this top bar icon. So this one on top is the main bar, the main bar which is holding the main menu. Then these ones are shortcuts of the other main menu. For example, we have customers here, we also have customers here. We have vendors here, we also have vendors here. We have employees here, we also have employees here. So these one on top here, they are the main menu, and then this one down here, they are shortcuts of the other top one. So at first we are going to learn how to create an account in QuickBooks. That's the first thing that you are going to see. So when you are creating an account in QuickBooks, we create it using the list menu. You come and click on the list menu here. When you click on the list menu, they will bring a variety of options. You have chart of account, have item list, you have fixed asset list, you have price level list. So if you are creating an account, you shall come and select the chart of accounts. Then they will bring this table which is already having some of the accounts that are there by default. So if you are creating a new account, what you are going to do, so this chart of account, you can either minimize it or maximize it. When you maximize it, it will look like this, and when you minimize it here, then it will reduce to this level here. So if you want a big one, you maximize. If you want a small one, you minimize. So this is our chart of account. So when you are creating a new account, just come and click on the word account here on the left lower corner. You click there, then they will bring this drop down list with options of what you want. Then you come and select new. If you are creating a new account, you select new. Then they will bring this step where you have to first select the type of account that you are creating. We have income, we have expense, we have fixed assets, we have bank, we have loan, we have credit card, we have equity. When you click down here, there are other accounts. For example, have account receivable, other current assets, other payable, other current liability, as many as you are seeing them here. So the first account we are going to create, a cash on hand account. And for a cash on hand account, we categorize it under bank. In QuickBooks, all accounts where we save money, we categorize them under bank type. So we shall come and select bank here. After selecting the type of account which is bank, you come and click continue. After clicking continue, then here you enter now the the account details. You enter the account details. You can enter the name of the account which is cash. You can call it cash at office, cash at office. And then if it is a sub account, maybe you can it can be a sub account of another account, then you come and specify here, but for our case we shall just leave it as a major account. Then you come and describe here. You can put there any kind of description. For example, you can say cash. You can put the description of cash for daily, cash for daily operations, cash for daily operations. If it's a bank account and it's having account number, you put it here. If it is having the routing number, you also put it there. And if it is having an opening balance, then you come here on enter opening balance option. So for our case, we are going to put here an opening balance of 100,000. So you come and click on enter opening balance. We say our opening balance is 100,000. Then you put here the date of that balance. So for our case, we are going to select 1st January as the date that we used when you are creating the company file. 1st January. That means that is the opening balance that we are starting with the year. Then after entering the date, you just come and click OK here. Then you come and save the account. Then they will notify me that the date that you have entered or the transaction that you have entered is more than 90 years in the past. So the reason why they bring this notification, when you try to see the date of the computer here is 12th November 2022, but the date that we entered in the opening balance is 1st January. That's why they bring this notification. So what you do, just select yes, and then it will save the company. They will also bring this pop-up notification. They're asking if you want to set online services. The fact that we don't have the internet here, we can just ignore that one and select no. So our cash on hand, it has been already created in the chart of accounts and the opening balance. We can also create a bank account by doing the same thing. You come and click on account. After clicking on account, then you come and select new. After selecting new, you come and click on the type of account that you are going to create. We said it is a bank account, and all bank accounts or accounts where we save money, we said they are always categorized under bank. So we are going to select bank. Then after selecting bank, we continue. Then we enter the bank details. For example, you can enter there the name as Centenary. Can enter there Centenary. Current account. Centenary current account. Centenary current account. Then we come and put here the description. For example, you can say it is a current asset. A current account. Then the account number, you come and put it here. You can just put here this account number. Then the routing number, you can put it there if it is already provided. Then we also come and enter the opening balance, just like we did on the cash account. So you click here, then you come and specify the opening balance. So let us assume we are having there an opening balance of 20 million. Then you come and enter the date for that balance, and that date must be the date that is on the bank statement where you got this opening balance. The fact that we are beginning the year, it must be now the ending balance of the other previous year. So we can put there the date we started with, which is January. Then after you click OK here, then you come and save our account. Then still they will bring this notification, just select yes, and then for this online setup service, you select no. Then our account will already be created in our chart of accounts with that opening balance. Then there's a friend of mine who asked, now what if we are starting or we are entering our books in the system. We have been using manual, and now we are entering the other records in the books into the system. And on our bank account, we are already having an overdraft, or there is a negative. Now, how am I supposed to handle that one? Now, for such a case, if your account is already having a negative because you had to withdraw, you had to withdraw more than you had on that account, that means your account is having a minus. And remember, when we are entering the opening balance, we enter there the opening balance that is on the bank statement. So it means if the bank statement is showing you a minus, that means when you are also entering the opening balance, you have to enter there the figure with a minus. Other people do say it's better to always put there a 0, but when you put there a 0, then you will get a problem when you are trying to reconcile your account. So always put there the exact balance that is on the bank statement. If it is a minus, then you have to also enter the opening balance with a negative. That's how it is handled. So we create another account. For example, you can create a fixed asset account. You can first close here, and again we start afresh. We said you come and click on list here. After you come on chart of accounts, then they will bring this box where you have been. You click on account, you come on new, then you specify the type of account you want to use. We are saying we are going to create a fixed asset, which is now a delivery van. So you come and select fixed asset because a delivery van is a fixed asset. Then you click on continue. So when you reach here, you have to specify and enter the account details. So we said ours is a delivery. We said it's a delivery what? A delivery van. So it's a delivery van. Delivery van. So if it is under a certain account, then you come and click on sub account, then you specify the sub account where it lies. For example, you may be having a major account as fixed assets, then you want now that delivery van to be under that fixed asset major account. So for example, you can create here a major account which is now fixed assets. Fixed assets. It means all fixed assets we shall be putting them under this as their main account. So after you come and save that account, then you also enter the description of the account you are creating. Now here you enter now the net book value of that asset. Let us assume our delivery van is now worth 15 million. Then you put here the date for that net book value. So let us put there 1st January still 2022, not 2020, 2022. Then you click OK. Then after you come and save and close. Then still they will bring that pop-up trying to notify you on the date. Just select yes. Then our account here will be created. Then when you try to see here, we have the major account as fixed assets, and then a delivery van is here under fixed asset. So that means this delivery van is a sub account of fixed assets. So fixed asset is the major account, then a delivery van is a sub account of the other one. So you can create another account, for example, school bus. Just still come on account, select new. It is also a fixed asset. You come and select fixed asset, then you continue. So we can put here the name of the asset, which is school van or school bus. You can call it a school bus. Then come and select here. We said all assets we shall be putting them under fixed asset major account. You come and click here, then select fixed asset. You can see already the delivery van is under fixed asset. So also the school bus, you are going to put it under fixed asset. Then you enter the description here, if any. In the description, for example, you can put there the number plate. You can put there all things related to that bus or that asset. Then you come and enter the opening balance. You can say the opening balance is 40 million. Then the date, you put here the date of that balance. You can still take 1st January. Then after you click OK here, you come and save our asset. Click yes here. Then you will also see our school bus having been created, but still under fixed asset. So that's how we create accounts. Just click here on account, select new, specify the type of account that you are creating. After you continue, then you enter the asset details, where we include the name, the description. If it's a bank account, you enter the account number, then the opening balance, then you save and close, just like we have been doing it. That's how we create an account. And then another thing, we are going to learn how to create now an item. So when you are creating an item, you still come in the list menu. After the list menu, you come and select item list. For account, we said you use the chart of accounts, but for item list, we are going to use for the item, we are going to use the item list. So we can select the item list. Then they will bring also this table here. So when you are creating a new item, you still come and click on this item button, which is on the left lower corner of that table. You click there, then you come and select new. When you select new, they will bring here the option they want you to select where your item lies. Is it a service? Is it an inventory part? Is it an uninventory part? Is it other charge? Is it a subtitle? So you specify where your item lies. For our case, we said our setup is a school. So in school, always we sell services. So we are going to select services here. Then after, you enter the item name. Let us assume the item that we are entering there is school fees or tuition. You can take tuition. It's a tuition. And then it must be having the rate. Let us assume this is a tuition for a certificate student and is charged 450,000. Then after, you come on account. Every item must be having a corresponding income account, such that whenever you sell that item, then that income is reflected on the income account that is linked to that account. So that's why every item must be having a corresponding income account. So for ours, if this one is a tuition, then the income account, we can just put there tuition income. So you can just name it in your own way, the way you want it to be reflected in the reports or in your income statement. So we can specify it or name it as tuition income. Then after, you come to the description. So when you try to click on the description here, they will tell you that the tuition income account, we don't have it in the list of our accounts. Remember, in the chart of accounts there, we had not yet created there an account named tuition income. So what we are going to do is just to come and click on setup, so that we also set it there. So it is under type of income, then the name is already here. You can specify if it is under a certain account, you put it here. Then description, you also put it there if it is there. Then after, just save and close. Then it's already here. Then we finish our item by clicking OK here. Then you see our item have been created here. Let us assume we have another item that we always charge our students. We can put there, for example, development fee. You come on new, you come on item, you select service, you select the name of item, you say it is development fee. You can say development fee, then you come and put here the rate at which you charge the development fee with. For example, you can say it is always 50,000. Then you come also specify the income account. So the income account for development fee, you can just say development income. Then after, you come and click in the description or anywhere, then they will tell you the development income account, it's not in our list of account, because remember, we have not yet created it. So what we are going to do is to just come and click on setup, so that we also set that account. After you save and close that, save that account, then you can just click OK. Then you'll also see our item having been created here. So you can create as many items as you can. Then, for example, if we are entering now an item which is now an inventory part, which is having two prices, the cost price and the selling price, that means we are going to click here on item, then we come on new. After, you click on inventory part, then you'll see that the layout of the inventory part item is different from the other layout of service, because these ones are having a variety of detail that you have to enter there. For example, you are going to enter there first the item name. You can say, for example, our item name is books. Then we said any item must be having a corresponding income account. So we shall say books. We come and put here the income account. Can say it is books income. So always the income account that you put here, it is the income account that will be reflected in the statement when you are generating maybe a profit and loss or an income statement. So this account here is the one that will always be reflected the other side. So you have to name it in a way you want it to be reflected in your statements. Then if there is a preferred, when you try to click anywhere in the box here, then they will tell you the books income is not in our list of account. Then you can just set it and save. So when you come down here, we have other things that we have to enter. For example, the cost price. For example, you can say we buy this book at 3,000, then you sell it at 5,000. That is the selling price. Then the cost of goods sold account, you can click here, then you specify it, or you can just put it there the way you want. But for us, we shall just leave this one, which is cost of goods. Then the preferred vendor. When you talk with the preferred vendor, that is the very person who supplies you with those books. Then you can put there, for example, John is our vendor who supply us books. Then we come to the inventory asset account. So when you try to click here, they will tell us that we don't have John in the list of vendors, so we are going to set John. So John is here, so you can enter details of John, the contact and other details here. Then after you click OK, then if you want to change the inventory asset account, you can change it depending on the items that you are entering or that you are creating. Then another important section is now here on hand. So you may be having already an opening stock. So if you are having an opening stock, you come and put it down here. For example, you can say we are having an opening stock of 200 books. Then you will see it coming here and the total bring itself here. Then we come here on the date. You have to specify the date for that opening balance. You can still use the one that you have been using, which is 1st January. 1st January. Then after entering all the details that are required here, then just come and click OK. Then they will still bring that notification trying to notify you that the date is in the back by 20 by more than 90. They then just come and click yes here. Then it will save down here. So you can see now our book is already here. So that's how we create these items. So we have learned how to create an account, how to create an item, and how to set up the company perimeters. That's the one that we started with, how to enter the company details, and also how to modify the system, how it will be operating. So for our today's session, we can just stop from here, but I only request you to subscribe if you have not yet done that, so that anytime we publish another tutorial, then you can be notified. So you have to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you find this information or this tutorial important, you can still give us a like, so that YouTube can always recommend other people to watch this tutorial. I say now, I remain Samuel. Always follow us.